Boyfriend doesn't want to propose after 8 years but says he will go to the courthouse tomorrow. I am a 30F and I've been with my 39M boyfriend for 8 years. I do not want kids, and he supports this, but I would like to be married soon. We have been open with each other about wanting to get married since day one, and we have lived together for 4.5 years. At the 4-year mark, I brought up getting engaged and he said it wasn't the right time because once engaged he wants us to be married within a year. However, he felt like things were too busy with work etc. Then the next year I brought it up again and same thing. Year after that, we were talking about rings and I showed him the $1,500 ring I wanted on SD. He liked the design and I sent him the link, but I didn't set a timeline or anything. But he seemed hesitant and said wanted a perfect proposal. I told him it doesn't need to be an extravagant proposal and could be very simple. Last year, I brought up this topic again and he said the proposal was too much pressure and would rather skip ahead to the wedding. So even though I didn't completely understand his hang-up, he is a very confident and non-anxious man, I started looking up wedding venues and getting excited. Then he shut it down and said it was too much and to ask him in 6 months. I waited 12 months because he got injured around the 6-month mark. Lately, he's been having more issues with me, doesn't like my new hiking/backpacking hobby, feels like I don't prioritize him, saying he is an afterthought and that this was an issue in his last long-term relationship too, and bringing up problems that I thought we solved from years ago. I feel like I am a great girlfriend but he has high expectations. I am starting individual therapy to work on myself because I am feeling like I'm not good enough etc. Last week, I brought up engagement/marriage in couples therapy and how I am worried he is not going to commit to me because he isn't happy and has all these issues with me. He got super upset and defensive and said he is dreading the proposal but excited to be married to me. He said he'd go to the courthouse tomorrow. But he basically said there will not be a proposal. I even said he could propose on the couch at home, but I just want him to ask, I don't want to ask. He even brought up an excuse saying I don't like to wear rings. Which is true because I work with my hands for my job, but I've said for many years that I will wear the engagement/wedding rings but maybe put a silicone ring on at work. Our therapist suggested we should try focusing on just the marriage part. It was a really frustrating conversation. I appreciate my boyfriend reassuring me that he wants to be with me and is serious about marrying me, but after I waited another year to bring this up and then to have him get so mad and make excuses. I'm really questioning things. I know he loves me and I have accepted he is stubborn, but I don't think I am being unreasonable for wanting a proposal. It hurts to hear he's dreading the proposal. Plus, it's a tough pill to swallow knowing there won't be a proposal when I made it clear I want one. I'm in a weird spot because now anything I do or say moving forward in relation to wedding planning will feel like I'm forcing him. How should I proceed? Going to the courthouse after all of this doesn't feel right, but maybe I need to change my mindset. I also do not think he will take initiative and ask me to go to the courthouse. On Reddit, I see other couples skipping the proposal, eloping, and being happy in their marriage. But I also see lots of posts advising women to leave the relationship. I have some friends saying to just let go of the proposal and other friends saying my boyfriend is on thin ice lol. Looking for some kind and honest advice. Thank you. Edit. Thank you everyone. This is my first Reddit post and I appreciate all the comments. I am still working on reading everything. Thank you.
Relevant comments. Aggravating, ad 8150. Sorry, OP, but I'm not liking the looks of this. You've been very clear about what you want, but instead of finding ways to give it to you, your BF is stalling, making excuses, and breadcrumbing you by saying he wants marriage but doing nothing about it. All he's offering is a perfunctory courthouse marriage, and it's clear that you'd like at least a little more, nice proposal, ring, which isn't unreasonable. You're being shut down and put on the defensive when you try to discuss this with him. You're making yourself smaller and asking for less and less trying to appease him. And now, after 4.58 years, suddenly he's finding all sorts of fault with you. Edit, updated timeline. Ask yourself, are these the actions of a loving partner? Not in my book they aren't. Muffin Sandcups. I think knowing a partner was dreading proposing to me would totally crush my soul. She deserves someone who is excited to propose and marry her. And totally agree with the breadcrumbing part. Why has the excuse changed every year? It's like a trickle truth. I don't even think OP should call his bluff at this point. Partners who are serious will move heaven and earth to lock that shit down. It shouldn't be a battle. Sociological illusion. The summary of your post is, my long-term BF doesn't respect me. He keeps coming up with faults, which he throws in my face when I tell him that I want to spend forever with him as a married couple.
Update. We broke up 2 weeks ago. I did call his bluff, but he said he wanted to ask my dad for permission and not elope right away. The next morning, I had a bad gut feeling about eloping and felt like I was pressuring him into it. When I told him how I was feeling, he said, either we elope or you'll have to wait until I say I'm ready to start planning the wedding. But that didn't feel right. There were also other issues going on in the relationship which a lot of people highlighted in the comments as the main problem here. I started to really reflect on those issues and wrote a pros/cons list. I was wearing rose-colored glasses and saw how many red flags I ignored. Long story short, he confronted me about being distant and asked if I want to break up. I said yes, and then he gaslit me into thinking the problems I listed were not problems. He said he would do anything to stay with me and even said he would propose. Then a week later he broke up with me and tried to blame me for how things were falling apart. I moved out of our apartment and left him the cats and all the furniture. Around the same time, I was offered travel job in a mountain town close to some national parks and took it. It has been incredibly painful to grieve this relationship, but I truly do believe the saying, if he wanted to he would. In the end, we were incompatible. He didn't like how I changed over the years and made me feel like I was the problem. I am now working on rebuilding my self-worth, and I am going to hike/backpack all summer. I won't let another person dull my light again. I won't make myself smaller. I never want fear to hold me back. It's been an incredibly difficult breakup, but I'm grateful for my friends and family who have been here to support me. Thank you to this community and everyone who left kind comments to encourage me to reevaluate the relationship. Sending love to anyone who is in a similar situation or going through a breakup. Edit. Thank you everyone.
Relevant comments. Pink-hearted XS. And now you can be happy. Good riddance to the weights that hold us down. Jabra_fan. The worst thing is, she didn't leave him. She let him stay. Her boyfriend broke up with her. Secret panty worshipper. 100% he tried to get back in the dating game by making an online dating account and realized no woman wanted him. Present House 9774. And now even OP doesn't want him. He could have had it all with her back when, but no, he didn't want that. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. In the end, I think it's worked out best for OP. She's starting over in a new place with beautiful scenery and healthy activities. How is that not the plot to a whole bunch of rom-coms?